All right, squad, gather around. Lace up those boots and welcome to today's Explainer. I'm your coach for this session, and I am absolutely thrilled to have you here for your very first day of tactical training. Today, we're tackling the most popular sport on the entire planet. We're talking about a game that speaks a universal language, played and watched by billions, yet so many people tune in without really understanding the mechanics running under the surface. Well, that changes right now. We're going to break down the beautiful game so that by the time you step off this training ground, you'll see the pitch like a seasoned pro.
Okay, let's look at today's game plan. First, welcome to the pitch. Second, know your squad rules. Third, the rules of engagement. Fourth, the tactical playbook. And finally, the magic of the match.
Section 1, welcome to the pitch, the basics of the beautiful game. Before we get into any complex strategies, our mission is simple. We need to score more goals than the opponent by getting that ball fully across their goal line. Now, I need you to memorize the number 11. You will always have exactly 11 players on the pitch per team at any given time fighting for that win. It's a unified squad, okay? It's not a one-man show. Every single one of those 11 players has to move and operate as a collective unit if you want to walk away with a victory.
And here's another crucial number for you, 90. The stamina required for this sport is absolutely immense, because a standard match lasts 90 grueling minutes. That time is divided evenly into two 45-minute halves, giving you just a brief 15-minute breather in the locker room in between. You gotta be fit, you gotta be focused, and you have to leave it all out on the grass for the full 90.
Section 2, know your squad roles, the starting 11. It's time for some rapid-fire introductions to the teammates you'll be playing alongside, because to win, you need to know exactly who's covering your back and who's leading the charge.
First up is the goalkeeper. This is the last line of defense. Their absolute primary job is to protect the goal at all costs. And listen to me very carefully, squad. The goalkeeper is the only player on the entire pitch allowed to use their hands. So unless you are the one wearing the gloves inside the penalty area, do not even think about touching that ball with your hands. Leave that entirely to the keeper.
Next up, we have our defenders. Think of these players as your vital shield. They stay back, anchoring the team close to our goal. Their entire purpose is to shut down the opponent's attacks, break up their plays, and ensure our goalkeeper doesn't get overwhelmed. They are literally the brick wall the enemy has to crash into. Moving up the pitch, we find the midfielders. This unit is the hard-working engine room of the squad. They are responsible for controlling the tempo of the game, they drop back to defend, they push forward to attack, and they are the crucial link connecting our defensive line to our attacking front. Without a strong midfield, the whole system just breaks down.
And finally, at the tip of the spear, we have the forwards, or strikers. Their main job is incredibly simple: score goals and bring the fire. But remember what we talked about earlier. While the forwards are usually the ones putting the ball in the back of the net and getting all the glory, football is a team game. A striker can't score if the midfield doesn't pass them the ball, right? We completely rely on every single role doing its part.
Section 3, the rules of engagement, playing fair. We play hard, but we play by the book. That means absolutely no handballs and zero dangerous tackles on this squad. We respect our opponents and we respect the game. Now, for the big question, what is offside? Look, I know this is notoriously the most confusing rule for beginners to grasp, but I want you to view this not as a confusing hurdle, but as a strategic challenge you are going to master today.
Here's the puzzle. A player is offside if they are closer to the opponent's goal than the last defender at the exact split second the ball is passed to them. It exists to stop attackers from lazily goal hanging near the keeper all day long. You have to time your run perfectly. You stay level with the defense until the very moment your teammate makes the pass. Master that timing, and you'll carve right through them.
But what happens when we've battled for 90 minutes? We've played by the rules, and the score is still tied. Well, in standard league play, you just take a draw. But in a knockout game where someone has to go home, you will face the grueling test of extra time, an additional 30 minutes of play, or the ultimate pressure cooker, penalty kicks. It takes nerves of absolute steel. Section 4, the tactical playbook, how teams win. This is where the real mind games begin. Let's analyze the distinct strategies that top-tier teams use to conquer the pitch.
On one side, we have possession football. Think of the Spanish national team. This is slow, methodical, and exhausting for the opponent to chase. You keep the ball, pass it endlessly, and wait for the perfect opening. But on the flip side, we have counterattacking football. This is a completely different philosophy. You sit back, let the opponent tire themselves out attacking you, and the second they make a mistake, boom, you strike with lightning fast, defense to offense precision.
Let's look at 2 more opposing tactics. Some teams are built entirely around a strong defense. They park the bus, making it nearly impossible to score against them. Contrast that with direct football. That's bypassing the midfield entirely with long, booming passes straight to the strikers for incredibly fast attacks. The crucial point here is that there's no single right way to play, but every successful team needs a concrete, cohesive strategy that everyone on the pitch understands and executes perfectly.
Section 5. The magic of the match. Emotion, passion, life. I want to lower the tempo for a minute here, squad. Because beyond the rules, beyond the tactics, and beyond the whiteboard, there is a sheer emotional intensity to this sport that you just won't find anywhere else.
The absolute magic of the game lies right here. You've got the heavyweights, the big teams carrying the massive, crushing expectations of millions to dominate every match. But then you have the underdogs. And honestly, this is why we watch. Because on any given Sunday, a team of unknown players with absolutely nothing to lose can step onto that grass, fight with everything they have, and pull off a last-minute upset. In football, one moment, one single strike of the ball can change everything. It's a thrilling, anything-can-happen energy.
I want this truth to really sink in. Football is not just a game. It is emotion, passion, and life for millions of people around the world. When you step onto that pitch, you are stepping into a roller coaster of joy, heartbreak, tension, and ultimate triumph that fans and players ride together every single match.
So here we are. You've learned the objectives, you know the roles of your teammates, you understand the offside rule, and you've seen the tactical playbook. You are no longer just a raw recruit. You know the plan. So I have to ask you, are you ready for kickoff? Let's get out there on the pitch.